What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, y'all. Let's get into this situation. Let's talk about Nia Long and her fiance of 10 years, Ime Udoka, out here doing the most and basically embarrassing his fiance and basically hiding everything from her, and then didn't tell her to the last minute. Done had this woman move out to Boston, and basically knowing that he was under investigation for allegedly, harassing co-workers, sleeping with co-workers, violating the code of conduct between employer and employee, or head coach messing with the staffers and things of that nature. But to make the situation even worse, to get down to it, he knew everything was going on, but he had Nia Long move out there to Boston knowing he was not going to be working for a whole year, so he was going to have to live off his savings and things of that nature, and basically live in pure utter embarrassment that he done got this high position, and basically he couldn't keep his dang-a-lang-lang in line. He couldn't go out there and get an escort, go to Craigslist, go walking up and down the street or something else. He had to mingle and dingle with the people that he worked with. Like, Lord have mercy. And then on top of that situation, one of the alleged staffers that he done slept with and did it with basically was in charge of him, traveling and handling his traveling, schedule. And also that included Nia Long, baby. So this woman was sitting there smiling and grinning and having conversation with Nia on the phone as she was basically moving out there to Boston. And the woman knew the investigation was going on, but Nia did not know the investigation was going on. So she's moving out there thinking it's going to be happy ever after. We getting close. Maybe we gonna get married. Maybe this is it. This is the fairy tale come true. High society, mingling and dangling in the circles that, they need to be in. But in any event, Nia was out here played really bad. And, Ime is no good at all for what he did. Like, Lord have mercy. He gonna be basically having a staffer that he's sleeping with, talking to his fiance, basically handling her, moving out there, to Boston. And Nia was probably calling the girl up, talking to her and things of that nature. She was handling the travel arrangements and things of that nature and accommodating, Nia and everything. She probably was questioning like, oh my God, this girl's so sweet. She's so nice. But in any event, that's the worst, when the covers are over your eyes, when you are blindsided, when everything is stuck together, your eyes is closed, you diggly daggling with this woman that's calling you and being so comfortable, and being so nice and accommodating and sweet and saying, yes, ma'am, oh yes, I would love, and all that other stuff. And she was sleeping with your fiance and he knew it, and he had that girl be in contact with you. He could have handled the traveling, schedule himself. But that tells you he didn't give a damn about Nia at all. You know what I mean? He did not care. He just wanted to, play these games. And baby, he done played these games and he done played himself out of a damn job, because he won't be working there no more. He might be suspended for a year. Is he suspended without pay? Because baby, that's a whole year without a paycheck. So hopefully he don't live above his means. But Nia better be getting up out of that situation. She better bounce. She better go. She better just hit the streets. And any event, it was alleged when it comes to Ime that he was basically having an affair with staffers, and he was harassing staffers and basically sending advances towards them, and they was not wanting him at all. They was not feeling him. And so therefore, allegedly, that made the investigation, into what, the head coach of the Boston Celtics was doing out here in these streets, because some ladies were complaining, saying that they wasn't feeling him and he's basically harassing them at work and they don't feel comfortable with him. So allegedly it, sparked a investigation into, the head coach of the Celtics, which led to him sleeping with some staffers. Like, Lord have mercy, the story don't make sense at all. So the investigation basically took place because some women complained, and then they investigated and found out he was sleeping with this one and that one. Okay, you let me know if that makes sense. And it's allegedly that the senior vice presidents over there at the Celtics, right here that you see on the screen, it's alleged that his wife was involved with, Udoka. Okay? Ooh wee. So you already know he ain't never coming back, point blank, period. And then on top of that, it's being alleged that he's harassing Caucasian women. And we already know that Boston is very racist. Okay? So, it's a shock that he's a coach over there. But at the same time, he had to mind his P's and Q's and dot his I's and cross his T's and not stick out his hot dog and basically allegedly harass the women out here in these streets. It's alleged that when it comes to Ime, that some of the ladies that did have an affair with him, they tried to call it quits. And he basically said, you are not allegedly leaving what we got going on. And it was alleged that there was some blackmail going on to keep the affair that he was having ongoing. So that's a whole nother reason too as well. And them head honchos over there in Boston, the Celtics, what the Celtics stand for, baby, that's pure, white heritage. Okay. And having their women defiled by him, you already know his career is over, finito and done with. He will be living off of Nia Long if she decides to stay with him, because he ain't gonna get hired nowhere. He might not even get hired at Best Buy. He looked like he could be a manager over there. But in any event, y'all tell me what y'all think about that situation. They allege that he done slept with the senior vice president's wife. OMG. But in any event, moving on from that situation, there's a whole lot going on and a whole lot happening in this whole situation, as far as there are new allegations coming out and hitting the streets that it's alleged that one of the women that Mr. Ime was cheating with, she was on a Ring camera discussing the conversation, with her friend, and her husband overheard what was going on and what was happening. And so that's how the affair of him sleeping around basically came to fruition, and then it came to public, and then he had the investigation going on since July. So he already knew his world was coming to an end, and he wanted Nia Long to sit there and coddle him while he cry and while he have so much regrets. But baby, that's something wrong when your D gets in the way of your money and your happiness, baby. It's over, it's finito, and it is done. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. So in any event, it was alleged that, the husband of the wife that Ime was sleeping with, the Ring cameras give it away. And why would the wife be having a whole conversation about her affair, with the head coach with a Ring camera? It's not like she didn't know that there was a Ring camera or there was a doorbell camera. So a lot of this is not adding up. Okay. And it's also alleged that some of these relationships wasn't consensual. That's why they keep saying consensual, so they can come out and say it was unconsensual. So in any event, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. But the CEO of the Celtics basically said he went on his gut, he went on his feelings, and he's protecting the women at the job, baby. So we're gonna listen to what he had to say, and he's basically throwing his weight around. He said he made the decision, and then they gonna keep moving forward. But they also named a new head coach of the Baltic Celtics as well. So when it comes to Grossbeck, he's out here doing public statements, and he seems like he's pretty pissed off. And also we have the team vice president. He was feeling a certain type of way. I believe his name is Brad Stevens, and he got choked up doing a public conference about the Celtics, and also name who the new coach is going to be. So let's get into this situation, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Doing our very best to uphold them here. As you know, Ime Udoka has been suspended for the upcoming season for breaking team rules. The suspension is for a season through June 30th, and we will make a determination at a later time about Ime's future with us, and that'll be discussed another time and has not been decided.
I thought, we have a lot of talented women in our organization, and I thought yesterday was really hard on them, and I think that, nobody can control Twitter speculation, rampant, but I do think that we, as an organization, have a responsibility to make sure we're there to support them now, because a lot of people were dragged unfairly into that.
I personally feel that this is well warranted and appropriate, backed by substantial research and evidence and facts, and so I'm standing by the decision, and Ime has accepted it and has expressed, in fact, appreciation. I don't want to belabor that, but he's been accepting of it, and he's planning to move forward on this basis. So we are suspending him for the year, and it's in place, and we're moving forward.
Joe's going to be in charge, it's not an easy timing for him or the rest of the staff, but he's an exceptionally sharp and talented person.
We're not going to get into our deliberations. This felt right, but there's no clear guidelines for any of this. This is really conscience and gut feel, and being here 20 years, and I'm responsible for the decision ultimately, although took a lot of advice from partners and like Brad and others, and we collectively came to this and got there. But this is it was not clear what to do, but it was clear that something substantial needed to be done, in my view, and it was.